Hey, this is Matt. Once again, we're about to have videos of the paid request for James. They wanted me to react to the roast of the AVGN, which is an hour and 12 minutes, so pretty lengthy video, but I don't even know what this is. I mean, the title pretty much tells me what it is, but still. For those who want to request pretty much any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. I won't be showing the video. I know people get mad about that, but I don't like stealing other people's work without at least getting their permission. And also, YouTube's copyright system is so broken that it's like, what? I'm supposed to do what now? But let's get into this and see what this is all about. But in, I have the link down below in the info box. If you want to follow along, hit that link when you're on a computer. It'll be another window, another tab. You follow along with me. So, but it'll be down below in the info box. Not by my balls, but I'm sure the way this go, it should be by my balls because it could lick it. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. Okay, so I don't want to play. Even this media player is like, I don't want to play this shit. Let's try again. 3, 2, 1. Now. Live from Too Many Games. 2013, wow. The roast of the angry video game nerd. Who's Brent Black? No, the who? 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 Vanderhorn? Who? Who? Oh, that guy that did the Sega video with James that was awful. Dud Walker, Nostalgia Critic. Pat Country, Pat the NES Punk. Fraser Adgar. Who? I don't deal with the... Justin Silverman. Oh, brother. This guy. That's part of the Streamwaves crew. Yes, the roasted Angry Video Game Nerd, but he's not in character, he's not in costume. It just seems like it's just James. I don't really get the point of a roast. Because, okay, usually roasts are kind of... You want to make fun of someone who make fun of other people. And like either comedians kind of roasting each other, they can fire back and they can fight back. But James is not really that type of guy who fights back and is verbally brutal. So that's a great way to start a roast. Thank you guys for watching my videos. No one cares about you, Justin. Justin, we don't care. Again, with roast, it's like, okay, it's like people, comedians, it's more of a public, it's more of a production, and it's people are at the end of their career. We don't roast this person because we know this person will come up and we'll roast this back, and we have these boxing match verbally going back and forth with each other. That's not really what James does, though. Some Brentofloss? Who the hell is Brentofloss? You're the best, said no one. No one ever said you guys are the best. Maybe the best at taking a brand and flush it down the toilet. Be the best at that. How are we doing tonight? I'm wondering why there's a damn rose. What's the point of this? Again, this doesn't seem like a group of people that you want to roll, because people could take this very personally. Comedians' jobs, if they can, they're not supposed to take these personally, or they do, they just gives them more fuel to fire back and forth, like a duel, like a verbal duel. Who the hell is Brento Floss? So they're talking to the people on the couch, this like piss yellow couch. It's telling them Mike Matei I don't see here. He wasn't advertised. Well, I guess he left at this point, but he wasn't advertised. Well, if this is 2013, the movie came out 2014, so Mike Matei was still around. He was running Cinemassacre. Oh yeah, okay, I remembered something of hearing about this. Mike Matei might have been in the audience. He might have said, oh, I don't know about some of these jokes because they're a bit too mean to James. There's Mike Matei. Yeah, you just referenced Mike Matei. So they never cut to the audience. They never cut to the audience. So Mike Matei's in the audience. They reference the dick because of that. So this is the thing. Yeah, all these people in the same room doesn't mean they all like each other. Maybe they tolerate each other. Because here's the thing, it's like, okay, they can't roast it. If they try to roast too much, they'll look like an asshole. It'd be too mean-spirited. If they come off too mean-spirited, they just come off as more of a dick. Because they're not really known for that. Unlike, so he just roasted a nostalgia critic. Kill off his character and bring him back when the other shit's not funny. I mean, that's truthful. See, I really don't get the roasting of James because is this the roast of the Angry Video Game Nerd? If this was like scripted, where James is playing the character of AVGN, oh, you see James's face. How do you pause? Pause at 8 minutes and 16 seconds, just to get some thoughts. So he mentioned Irate Gamer, and he said, well, he's not here because he's a hack. And yeah, he's definitely named Chris Bores. Yeah, it's bores to show you. You see James kind of like, which I don't know if that meant he didn't seem happy about this, or or something. Which is funny because the way Irate Gamer portrays James, you would think James would have been like, but it didn't seem like James really liked that. Now, I would assume James would have known what a roast is. If that's the way he reacts, I mean, when they go after him, I mean, it's, what, 8 minutes, 16 seconds unpaused now. And you tell like some people are laughing, but then some people are like, eh. Because that's the thing, that's what a roast is. A roast is just be completely roasting. You're just belittling people. But the all people is like, okay, motherfucker, I'll get you next. I don't think this is the group to do that with, though. I think people would be a lot more sensitive, take things a lot more personally. See, this would have made more sense if it was actual roast of the character and it was all scripted. What I mean by that is James is playing the AVGN character. And then you have Bugs Bunny, Mr. Hyde, and see, you tell they're trying to straddle a line with. It kind of makes it more depressing to be trapped on a guy that's not going to defend himself. Because James is a very shy, quiet guy. I've said this multiple times. He's a very shy, quiet guy. When you watch his real life interviews, when he's talking in like a few documentaries, there's this footage, I forget where it was, that showed him back to the day in college, wanted to be a filmmaker, but things aren't working out. I forget what that was. It might have been on the AVGN Blu-ray set I have, like a feature. And again, you tell he's just very much in his shell, just quiet talking. And like James is just not the right type of person to have in this thing. And like I said, if you want to have, to complete a thought, have AVGN character be roasted by the characters he's made fun of. Bugs Bunny, Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde, a Ninja Turtle, someone who's in a Ninja Turtle suit. And he's roasting them, taunting them as the character and vice versa. And then James be like, oh yeah, at least I know how to fucking walk. Or I know how to fucking do this. I know how to do this. And then Soul's result is in comparison to their video games, how awful they are, how mad he gets at them. So you have someone in Ninja Turtle suit, have someone in the Bugs Bunny suit, have someone like Mr. Hyde. At least I could hit a fucking bee, asshole. Wait, you barely hit a bee. This is why you need scripted, because I can't even think of them off the top of my head, but yeah, you see James, he does this like, see, I don't think James is not gung-ho about this. I would like to know how the hell he got talked into this thing. I don't know. This just isn't funny. It just I've never been a roast guy. I don't watch roasts. I've never been into watching roasts. I know there's some people that you watch because you feel the person deserves it, and it's that they kind of dip people that they've done some questionable things, some bad things, like roasting Charlie Sheen, roasting this person, because it's like, well, maybe that's part of your brand that goes they deserve it, and like all these people, the way they act, the way they react to people, maybe they deserve getting roasted. Like I wouldn't want to see someone roasting like Keanu Reeves or all this other stuff. It's like, okay, we want to be able to say what we really want to say, but it's a joke. It's just a joke, people. So I can say it out loud to people. This is how I really think about them, but I just hide it as a joke. And then it's going into some people's heads, going, do they really think that way? I mean, they're saying it's a joke, but he did think about that. What made him go in that direction? Was there a kernel of truth to it? And so I didn't. Oh my god, this is so fucking abysmal to watch. Just like me, abysmal to watch. And James, I mean, again, I kind of want to know what got him talked. I mean, I guess the guy Streamwaves are just, hey James, do this, do this, do this, because we as a group. But yeah, this is how the whole thing started. How did Justin these other did they just get this kind of money to be able to give the James and says trust us and we'll take care of it? What was it about Justin? What was it about all these other people? They said, listen, trust us, work with us. What was it that James saw in these people to trust them that much and really did flush his brand down the toilet? The plagiarism stuff, awful videos like this. And James, I guess, is like, hey, dude, you sit for an hour, you don't really do much of anything. Or as his family says, why couldn't you just be a doctor? He's so painfully shy and awkward, I thought he had a crush on me. How fucked up is this kid's childhood going to be? Now you're making fun of him being a dad. Again, maybe I'm not the audience for roasts like that. Especially, again, James, not a perfect guy, but if you think about it, what has he done personally? Meaning, okay, he did that video where he said this is why it takes so long to make videos. He overcomplicates things. How he makes a video, how he lights his room, he overcomplicates it to the point that you're doing what people would take 5 minutes, you overcomplicate that would take you 30 minutes to do something that takes 5 minutes. Whether from stubbornness, whether of just not be able to move along and adapt. Oh my god, this is so fucking cringeworthy, man. This is so cringeworthy. My god, man. I also get the feeling like they want James to say more. They wanted, which is stupid because if you at all look at how James is in interviews, he's never been that guy. He has never been that guy. Never. And it's like, well, they want James, and James is like, I like it. Cool. All right then. Because James is not that. He's not a roast. Like, unless you're writing a script for him, he is not that guy at all. He's a shy, quiet guy that loves making movies, loves his family. And again, like, has he done anything that horrible? Not to me personally. Okay, some of his videos gone downhill. Oh well. That's a lot. I mean, you say it for a lot of videos. Film school 11 years ago. Okay. What was your campus shooting friend? What was your campus shooting rampage friend like? So you have some people trying to be more shocking, and again, you need someone like a Gilbert Gottfried that really can hit home on those. It just comes off as just cringeworthy. So I'm not the audience for this. I like James Rolfe. I don't think he's a guy like I said that some people take advantage of him, like the Streamwave guys. I think took advantage of him. He allowed it, and he's a grown ass person, but so I mean that's part of it. Disappointment of not seeing that. But I guess it's like, hey, what's the lesser two evils? I do that. I'm still making money for my family. I get to spend more. I get to spend more time with my family as they grow up. I don't want to miss their childhood. If that's the case, then that means he cares about his kids more than random people, and I actually give credit to that. I give credence to that. You know, we always talk about how bad parents are, but this is a guy that wants to be a parent first and foremost. That's commendable. It's like Rick Moranis. Rick Moranis quit. Would have been nice to see him continue to make movies, but he quit. Cause I don't care what this fucking bitch is saying. Trying to be funny and failing. Horse face. We don't marry Mr. Ed. I think James didn't want to roast anybody. He says very one or two words. I think people wanted James to roast more, but he's not a roaster guy. And then again, most of these people, I don't know who the hell they are. Granted, they do explain themselves at least. We're not even roasting Andrew Video Game Nerd. We're roasting James Rolfe. That's kind of the weird thing. We're not roasting the nerd. Something about 16-year-old girls and the Boston Marathon bomber. I don't drink alcohol, but this makes you want to drink. Do this as quickly as possible. I watched miniseries that were shorter than this. You're a standard comedian? Listen, you may be standing up. Well, you're not even standing, you're slouching. So you can't even say stand-up comedian. You're more like a slouch comedian. And can't be a comedian because comedians are actually funny. They have these things called jokes. You know, punchlines or puns or witty criticisms or witty repartee. You're talking. I mean, if talk is comedian, that means I'm a comedian too. Your blood type's gravy. Then what joke book did he steal that out of? They mentioned a bunch of names. I don't know how that is in comparison. Who these peoples are. So I'm sure that's a joke that people know who know the group. But not everybody who watches this is going to know who all these people are, how they relate to each other. If you're a casual guy, gal, both, neither, that come upon this and watch this, well, what does that joke mean to this? And what does the joke mean to this? And a bunch of people that barely, well, I can't, some of them have subscribers, a lot more than I do. So I can't say people barely know who they are, but maybe by this point, 10, 11 years later, they know who the hell is this guy. Someone smells like James's cock. Okay. How would you know how it smells? That'd be my question. How do you know how it smells? Personal experience. That one guy looks like if my Mate was from Malibu. Ah, James, getting that bald spot. Just shave it off, man. I know how it goes. Just shave it off, man. You get that bald spot going. Need the spray tan. But hey, I mean, I'm not one to talk. I'm speaking because I know the feeling, man. I know the feeling, man. I forgot what about spray tan was called, but just shave it off, man. So this guy's going on about swearing. So now there's an Andrew Video Nerd translator. He didn't land the he didn't land the plane at Top Gun because you didn't have a girl since you were 27. That's the first time you saw a landing strip. Jesus Christ, these jokes, man. This is what it sounds like when the doves cry, apparently. Like, I wouldn't be talking, Mr. Jeffrey Dahmer. And glad to hear, glad to see Seth Rogen wasn't too busy. He joined the spot to be the AVGN here. That's to Mr. Jeffrey Dahmer. You're not going to eat any more people today, are you? Oh my god. That's what you've been doing, is roasting the guy behind the AVGN. You've been doing that. So you didn't know if it was Mike Matei or Matt Matei. You don't know if it's Mike Matei or Matt Matei? It's Dan Rolfe we're roasting. Boy, you presses what? Is there cocaine? So, well, it's a doll. It's supposed to be Rotel Stunt, or you have Back to the Future and any of this. So he put some beef jerky or something in there to eat it, I guess. I'm listening to what the guy's saying, sorry. The last thing the guy said, I mean, you could tell he meant it. He's like, listen, man, without you, we wouldn't be here. You're the, you know, we're all called nerds, but you were the nerd. And again, without you, they wouldn't be here, and that's the most insulting thing I could say. Yeah, because fuck all these people. Weirdly enough, that was probably the one moment I kind of almost so far. So because of that, he was weirdly enough the guy I could deal with the most. Who's this guy? I mean, if you're in E3, I would think you wouldn't want to be cursing too much because you'd be ticked out. So this guy didn't even roast him. Just pretty much said, "Hey, I'm a big fan. I can't wait to see you next week. I love you, man." So that wasn't even a roast at all. So why don't you just do like, "Hey, we want to, this guy. We want to celebrate him because that." Well, I guess if they did it, it'd be looked as a circle jerk. So here's Doug Walker, nostalgia critic. How's Channel Awesome doing? Oh wait, it's gone. Remember that changed the channel? Remember all that? That was a thing. I think Channel Awesome is officially gone. So I did say they it took a bit of time, but it was eventually gone. But now it was so long, there are a lot of people forgotten. So I guess, I mean, really what it did was, thankfully, I have no more of those damn movie team ups. Well, he's right. The movie's going to suck. This is right before the movie. This is 2013. The movie came out 2014. If I gotta be fair, this Doug Walker is kind of. He's actually the best one so far. I would say nostalgia critic Doug Walker. I may not be a big fan of his videos, but if I'm going to judge it fairly, he's into the right spirit. If it's a roast on the character, he's roasting the character. He's roasting the character. He's talking about how much the character, glasses, all this stuff. And now he's just gushing, so he's, saying things he probably does mean. I would say he actually handled it the best so far. Maybe it wasn't outright hilarious, but he was actually roasting the character. He was a character, roasting the character, and then, hey, man, wish you the best. So that was pretty cool. I thought that actually worked out well. Oh, these guys? I vaguely remember. Yeah, these guys, okay. I have seen these guys' videos from time to time just because of the unique setup they have. Where they have the screen right. I like the setup they have. It's a very unique setup. Like you see the chat, you see the screen right there. You're sitting. This is a unique way of showcasing the video. Okay, this chat is BS. This chat would have a lot more roasting in this chat. There'd be a lot more of vulgar chat. A lot more. Just as great, that's a lie. There'd be a lot more angry, vulgar. Like, let's be honest. If it's, oh, here's a roast, we're gonna really roast the hell out of them in the comments. I wonder if like they told the chat to be on the best behavior, or this is like stuff they set up, or people were just on their best behavior today. I'm just reading the chat. Slow clap. Oh wow. Oh shit. Pat. So many balls. Poor Pat. Sad life. Ouch. I just felt like the chat would be a lot more. Like there has been one single cuss word. How is it that there's a chat and there has been one single cuss word? I don't count balls as a cuss word. Some guy just going, what is going on? What do you think is going on? There you go. Wild chat, way to be assholes. There you go. Finally, someone cursed. But it's not even like a. I don't even know who the hell Stuttering Craig is. They keep mentioning him. I don't even know who the hell that is. I haven't even heard of the damn guy. Unless I did, I just completely wiped him from my damn memory. God, this is fucking brutal, man. This is brutal as hell. Just let it end already. Why can't this end? Why can't this end? Can it just end? Just please fucking end. This is so damn annoying. There's 30 minutes left of this BS. Oh no, Chris Bores. I'm like, is this a roast of Adrian or is this a roast of Chris Bores? You know, it's sad that, I mean, weirdly enough, because people kept, which I did, Chris Bores, I Redeemer was never a fan of. Never was a fan of the guy. I don't think he's being 100% in his video talking about his conversation with James and all that stuff. I just don't think he's being 100% honest. So Pat's pretty much playing the guy that's just bad at roast. Which I have a feeling Pat probably did that because I'm guessing because he's not really big into roast and he's like, well, I'll roll this a different way. I'll be the guy that just is so terrible at it and people laugh at how terrible I am at it. So I mean, it's not funny, but at the same time, I think that was a smarter decision because, okay, you tried something that failed, but you don't look like an asshole. And I don't mind Pat the Indian Spunk. I know I don't always agree with his takes. The Diablo thing, for example. But I do like a bit of his channel. I do like when they were covering. What the hell were they covering? I forgot what it was. that damn video game, the and television Amico and all that stuff. That was a very interesting series of videos, and they kept at. Sadly, I don't think they do a whole lot. I do like the books he has on Nintendo, Super Nintendo. I know he's doing one for Nintendo 64. I'm actually curious about that. I'm probably going to wait until it gets closer. Because I'd rather wait till it's actually out. But yeah, the Ultimate Nintendo 64 Library book. I'm curious about that. They're very interesting books to look through. It's sad he doesn't really do his podcast anymore. Then so I guess he's letting Rob the Robot be a bit more harsher. He's most proud of his upcoming appearance in To Catch a Predator. They both utilize awkward comedy and both can make their audience uncomfortable. Let's just hope that Keith also follows Andy's footsteps. Lung cancer. Jesus. Pretty much letting Silent Rob do all the... Silent Rob. Letting Rob the Robot do all the work. He's been... How many Tasmanian tigers shit in your mouth while a dolphin's prehensile penis Joe's can you make before it gets old? No, James, no. Stop writing that one down. Not sure what sort of deal James made with the devil, but that must have been a weird conversation. You want what? To make a ton of money by playing bad video games and making first-grade level jokes? I'm Satan, not a miracle maker. But somehow James has been more successful than anyone else at this internet thing. And he's influenced many others. On the other hand, James' success has opened up the world to an abundance of unnecessary, sad, mediocre video producers. I liked it. They went to like a shot of Pat just staring. So yeah, that was a shot of himself. That was actually, I will admit, that kind of got me. The fact that it cut right to Pat's face. I will admit that almost got me. That almost got me. But I was saying with Pat, like I said, I don't always agree with his takes. But I liked a lot of his videos. I liked a lot of his stuff. I liked some of his the clips of his podcast. Sadly, they don't do that anymore, which is too bad. I think that's definitely going to hurt his YouTube channel because he's not going to upload that much that often. I don't know if Pat just has other ventures and he realizes that for him YouTube is not the thing anymore. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Because he's just again not releasing that much videos anymore. They're not gonna make that much money then. So I don't know what it is that he does to keep those finances going. It was just say the book, but you think that book is going to go only a certain distance before I don't know, maybe he'll retire for good. I don't know. But again, I do remember enjoying his stuff. So it's too bad. He's kind of drifting away from it, it seems. But I mean, I think eventually James will do that. Eventually. But I mean, if he's putting out a video that's getting 1 million views, that could be anytime soon. So Teeth Apatow is there just being awkward. That's really all his whole dig. To be fair, I haven't seen as much of this guy as some of the other people, including internet videos and such. So maybe if you saw more of his stuff, you'd be more entertained by him. I just remember the one video he did with James, one of the Sega. I always forget with analyzers, something about with Sega, an accessory. I just didn't think it was that funny. I thought some analyzer thing. I forget what it was called. And yeah, just don't know about all this stuff, man. I really don't. It just seems like a waste of time. A waste of time. Actually, you know what? I'm kind of curious at the comments. Oh, they're turned off. Well, there you go. So Far From Subtle. I think that's the group with the way I was talking about the way they do the string. I just each like they put a little bit of their own segments on YouTube. Hmm. Man. I'm trying to see like yeah. I wonder why they turned off the comments. Yeah, I know he did physical comedy and screwed up a desk or something. Whatever the hell you want to call it. This one guy, Justin, just sitting there kind of like, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. He doesn't seem happy. He's like, maybe it's like, man, I'm going to have to pay for that or something to that effect. I don't know. Yep, almost break the camera. That's the most James has laughed about it. Great, now he's going to take out the camera and everything. I guess this guy's like, I'm not really a good roaster, so now I'm to just do some physical slapstick comedy. I mean, I guess you could say at least he's trying to do something a bit different compared to this stuff. Just curious, what does this guy do nowadays? He was on America's Got Talent 2 years ago. Sega Activator Interactive Minister is the one Tita Bateri was on. Where is his, So I guess he has a video game channel called Farts, and it has 21,000 subscribers, and he hasn't done a video in 7 months. I figured he would have more considering all that. So he's talking with a lisp. I'm trying to see what this guy has done lately. Interview. Oh, in 2012. So someone uploaded an interview from 2012. So I guess there's another channel called Nathan where Teef does some stuff. And that's 467,000 subscribers. Well, there you go. Although I don't know if he does every video, but... Well, maybe that's him. It's just him looking normal. Maybe that's the thing. As I'm so used to him having sort of the... Yeah, I guess that is him. Just he doesn't have the glasses on. So yeah. 4 weeks ago, 3 months ago. There you go. And yeah, I haven't paid much attention to what's going on because this stuff is just going way too long, way too slow, way too boring, way too unfunny. And it just feels like people smelling their own farts. And you're just waiting for it to end. I'll keep watching. I'll just turn... Might as well have the fucking headphones off because there ain't nothing funny gonna be said. Maybe I'm just not a fan of this character this guy's playing. Just like a more awkward, more irritating Napoleon Dynamite. And I like Napoleon Dynamite. But it's like, take that and make it more with a lisp, more awkward and more just irritating. And Justin, like, nobody likes this guy, man. I say no one likes this Justin guy. Didn't he do a skit with a Ku Klux Klan outfit on? Trying to be funny and failing? I don't know if it, like... What was the point of this? What was the damn point of this? At this point, I'm like, wow, this is such a waste of time. Such a damn waste of time to do all this. Alright, there's a different guy. Nerds gather convention to make fun of another. Nerds at convention making fun of another nerd. He's right about that. No one has wasted so much time on so very little. That is this roast in general. This roast has wasted so much time for so very little. Just do you think of one person that says, man, that roast is one for the ages? Wasn't even the roast, not even for the minutes. They even get that 15 minutes of fame. Oh, he did because he's fat, so he ate him. While this is going on, I'm just going to bit, take you back a bit in the past. Angry Nintendo Nerd. That's when it was originally called. Coming up with videos and the wave of reviewers that came out. Army21, Silent Rob, Spoonie1, Urinating Tree, Play Bogart, Jedite, and much more. And sadly, a lot of those people are no longer with us. They've disappeared, or they moved on with their lives, or they self-destructed, or they passed away. Armor21, Sally passed away. Spoonie1 lost his mind and just completely self-destructed, man. Jedite, don't even know what happened to him. He's one of those guys that just disappeared. Play Bogart. Let's see, a lot of those guys, I don't even know what happened to them. Play Bogart and Urinating Tree. You're like, what did happen to those guys? I don't know. And then you see, like, even Pathini's punt, he's kind of phasing himself out a bit. Not doing the podcast anymore. I mean, Dud Walker, I guess, is still doing stuff, but I don't really put him in that. Because I'm talking about, like, video games, folks. I guess in a way you say they're all getting replaced. They're all getting replaced by Let's Plays. By Twitch streamers, people like, Markiplier, PewDiePie, Dr. Disrespect, Ninja, all these guys that kind of just do their own streams and Let's Plays and video after video after video. And that's the new ball game. It's a new ball game in terms of video game content. Less so reviews, all on Angel reviews, and much more of the stuff I brought up. And the times they are changing. That's just the way it is. Not much more we could do about it. But yeah, it's kind of the sad thing of, as I'm sitting here watching this pedantic monstrosity play out. I can only say it's not funny, 18 more times before it loses any steam. It's sad. I miss a lot of those guys. May not be perfect human beings. Who is? But, I miss seeing Army 21 who was Nicotine Alien, who was other people. Spoonie 1. Once in a blue moon, he'll do a stream, just playing a game. Don't see his face, just hear his voice. Nothing too special. I didn't play a boulder urine injury. Those guys disappeared. Silent Rob, he disappeared for a couple months. He put up like a couple AI videos. That's it. But yeah, it's like they hoped, or they thought, or they prayed, or they were gun ho that this was going to be the big changing point for them, for YouTube, to get on the YouTube bandwagon, all that stuff. And sadly, a lot of them, even though they were talented, a lot of people, like I said, they self-destructed, or they ate each other apart. Some people went after this group, some went after this group. And this is before that was much more common to be able to make money off it and stuff. Back then you maybe could, but it was a lot tougher compared to today. If those guys, like if Army 21, if Sally passed away, then I think like 1 or 2 years ago now. If he had stuck with it and not self-destructed and going to doing Let's Plays, doing streams and all this stuff, who knows what could have happened. Spoonie 1, if he kept his cool and didn't lose his mind, he'd be doing streams and he'd be doing all this stuff, man. I'm going to do a stream, I'm going to talk to people. Oh, man. Just sad and depressing. But it is what it is. James is one of the few guys around that still makes content. That's the thing. He's the... Think about, people of YouTube that's been around this for a while. I mean, he may take a while to do a video, but he still does those type of reviews. And like I said, I don't care for his neighbor nerds thing. I liked it when it was him and Mike Batey. I think they had better chemistry with each other. Movie reviews, for the most part, if it's a newer film, it seems like he'll like it. He just easygoing guy that just likes whatever. That's fine, to each their own. And also, a lot of these guys, obviously they have a script, they're reading stuff off, but there are times they're fumbling their words, mumbling their words, and then it doesn't really get the joke, the desired effect, because you try and tell this joke, but when you mumble and fumble it 3, 4, 5, 7 times, it loses whatever punch you're trying to accentuate with that joke, and then it falls flat. Flatter than fucking Calista Flockhart. Miss Stellator herself. It just doesn't work out. Doesn't work out when you do it that way. You could try. Doesn't mean you'll succeed, but you could try. And yeah, I don't know. It's just like, let's make fun of the guy who's the quiet, easygoing guy, and not fighting back, not doing anything. Maybe that's why I would bet Justin's getting mad about it. I would bet because, you need to get into the roasting spirit. Again, James is not this type of guy. And that's why I don't understand this whole notion of, hey, this guy that at this time, this is before the movie, this is before a lot of the shenanigans of Streamwave, the plagiarism, all that stuff. This was probably the last stratosphere of people loving the Andrew Video Game Nerd character-wise. And again, like, he made a crappy movie. It was a crappy movie. I still like some of the videos he made afterward. I still don't mind James as a person. But this is before all that. So people even much more enjoyed. I just people just feel like, man, he's picking on people. Why is he picking on? Why are they picking on this guy? He's such a nice guy. And I bet right there is where Justin got pissed. He went up and said, I got nothing to say. Thank you guys. I'm the fucking nerd. Because that's who James is. He's not a roasting guy. Like, again, writing strips to make fun of video games is one thing. This ain't his personality. I think they wanted him to start roasting everybody to, oh, okay, you say this stuff about me, I'm going to say this stuff about you, I'm going to say this stuff about you. Why did the Streamwave guys, when did they, it's like they thought Danger Video Game Nerd was James. No, that's Mike Batey. Like, maybe if it was the roast of Mike Batey, maybe you would get what you wanted, maybe. And maybe that would have made more sense, the roast of Mike Batey. You know what? That actually probably would have gone off better. Because people were mad with Mike Batey. This could maybe endear him. Like, okay, he took the roasting, but he's able to fire back. Maybe that would have worked better, the roast of Mike Batey. And maybe would not have got much more eyes on the product because AVGN is much more familiar name than Mike Batey. But you said you sit there and go, what was the whole point of this fucking thing, man? And you tell that things ended a lot sooner than they wanted because they wanted James to keep going. So then they're scrambling to figure out what to do next, what to say next. There's a scrambling for it. Because they did not think James was just going to be... Which I'm like, I could have told you that. And I don't even know the guy. Never met the guy, don't know the guy, and I could have told you that. I could have told you that. Jesus. Damn, man. But hey, what do I know, right? What do I know? Shit. Okay, he takes his shirt off. No, this guy took his shirt off. It's like, yeah, let's do something weird. Let's do something... And this guy almost took his pants off. Just trying out more weird than anything. Yeah, just come off as more weird and stupid than anything. Thank God this is almost over. A minute left. You know what? I can live without the minute. I can live without the minute. It's the clapping and circle jerk and all this stuff. This just sucks. My God, man. This was a waste. Thanks to, I do appreciate James, the guy who requested this. Thank you, man. But this roast was such a complete waste. Stupid concept. Completely wrong subject. You need Spitfire comedians firing back at people that either somewhat deserve it or people try to think they deserve it because they've been ridiculed a lot. Or like people won't feel as bad. People who fight back. All that jazz. This is the wrong guy to do it. It was the dumbest decision. I don't know what the hell they were thinking of to make this decision. A lot of the jokes weren't that funny. A lot of try-hard jokes. I'm not saying I could do better. I wouldn't have done the damn thing in the first place. Waste of time. Waste of time to do this. No, what the hell they were thinking. Fuck. Discombobulated multitude of bullshit. We'll see you guys later. Ciao for now.